Welcome to the 2026 SYC Oregon. Presented by Storm Bowling. Brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation. And by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities. Ballard versus the Big C and Make-A-Wish, Utah. Now, live from Park Lane, this is the 2026 SYC Oregon. Welcome to the 2026 SYC Oregon. Presented by Storm Bowling. Brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation. And by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities. Ballard versus the Big C and Make-A-Wish, Utah. Now, live from Park Lane, this is the 2026 SYC Oregon. Welcome to the 2026 SYC Oregon. Presented by Storm Bowling. Brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation. And by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities. Ballard versus the Big C and Make-A-Wish, Utah. Now, live from Park Lane, this is the 2026 SYC Oregon. Welcome to the 2026 SYC Oregon. Presented by Storm Bowling. Brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation. And by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities. Ballard versus the Big C and Make-A-Wish, Utah. Now, live from Park Lane, this is the 2026 SYC Oregon. Welcome to the 2026 SYC Oregon. Presented by Storm Bowling. Brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation. And by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities. Ballard versus the Big C and Make-A-Wish, Utah. Now, live from Park Lane, this is the 2026 SYC Oregon. Welcome to the 2026 Welcome to the 2026 SYC Oregon. Presented by Storm Bowling. Brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation. And by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowl Metrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities. Ballard versus the Big C and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from Park Lane, this is the 2026 SYC Oregon. Welcome to the 2026 SYC Oregon. Presented by Storm Bowl.
Good morning. We are live here from Park Lanes. My name is Blair Blumenscheid, and this is the 2026 SYC Oregon. We are coming to you live from Hillsboro, Oregon. The bowlers are just getting started here this morning. We've got a great field of bowlers. They're from all different parts of the country. Got 30 states represented in the field today. I'll introduce the bowlers on our main pair, which is 15 and 16. You just saw Karsten Rogers bowl. He was on lane 15. On lane 16, that's Miss Jaden Thayer. We also have Zachary Arnold, Emma Mossbrucker, Brooklyn McDaniel, and Kaylee Heller on this pair in front of you. Park Lanes is an amazing host this weekend. We're so excited to be here. This is our first time in Oregon. We have several first-time bowlers today, first-time SYC bowlers, I should say. They're testing out the waters at the SYC for the very first time, which is very fun. We'll have lots of guests in our live stream booth this morning. We have 3 rounds of competition. This morning we're starting on the short pattern, which this pattern is 38 feet with 25.8 mils of oil. You should see the bowlers wanting to be a little closer to the gutter this morning. Good morning to everyone in the chat. Thanks for joining us. It's great to see everybody, or see your comments, I should say. The bowlers will be moving throughout the bowling center throughout the day, so you'll get the chance to see the bowler that you are hoping to watch bowl for a game, maybe even a couple games. A lot of these bowlers are coming straight off of Junior Gold. We do have some Junior Gold champions in the field. Also have some bowlers that have made Team USA, 2 actually to the left. You'll see Layla Takia and Candace Vantine to the left. They're bowling on 13 and 14. So you'll catch glimpses of them. Karsten Rogers here. He is from Hillsboro, Oregon. He is going to be a junior. His favorite bowling center is here at Park Lanes, first SYC. He had a second place finish in a JBT tournament, another great tournament group in this part of the country in the fall of 2025. He really likes to play the electric guitar. He used to do speed cubing competitions, and he once solved a Rubik's Cube in under 8 seconds. That's pretty impressive. Wants to say hello to his family and friends. Thanks for watching. That was Brooklyn there on lane 15. She's going into her senior year. Her hometown is Dallas, Oregon. She likes to bowl at Starlight Lanes and Firebird. She's 17 years old. Her team won the Oregon State High School Championship this year, and she just got back from competing in her very first junior gold. She loves to go adventuring with friends. She plays the bass guitar and loves to read and write. Wants to say hello to all her family and friends. Got Kaylee here. She's also from Hillsboro, Oregon. Bowls at Kingsman Beaverton, 16 years old. She won state in 2025 with her team, and she's #1 in the state for girls singles. Something she loves about bowling is all the friends she's made. She loves to travel, and she is visiting 3 new states in 2026. Wants to say hello to coaches, grandparents, brother, and sister. Also got Emma Mossbrucker on this pair. She's from Vancouver, Washington, senior in high school. She bowls mostly at Hustard's Hazel Dell Lanes, first SYC. In her sophomore year, she had invited a friend to join the Union High School bowling team. She wasn't expecting, not expecting that we'd like it. And in just the next year, we got our school to state for the first time. She really enjoys crafting, drawing, almost anything artsy. She recently got into sewing and hand-sewn an entire fursuit. Wants to say hello to Isabella Duckett, her best friend who has bowled with her since the beginning of sophomore year. See Miss Jaden here. She is going for her 10-pin. She is from Bonnie Lake. She's going into her senior year. Favorite practice center is Tower Lanes. She's 17 years old. This is her first SYC. She loves having fun at tournaments that she bowls in. She loves to cook. Wants to say hello to her coach and family back home. And it looks like I don't have, unless I'm missing it, I don't have a bio for Zachary. But Zachary, he was pretty excited to be here this morning. He, when he was getting ready, he was just smiling and ready to bowl. Looks like Brittany has a question. Hello, Brittany. Yeah, the bowling balls, so every SYC you do get a bowling ball with your entry, and each tournament there's a new bowling ball, and that's really designed to help these parents fill these bags throughout the year. These bowlers are competing almost every weekend in tournaments, and then going to tournaments like Junior Gold where you need a full arsenal. So this weekend, the ball of the tournament was the Ion Max Pearl. And a lot of the bowlers have drilled that ball up, so you'll see a lot of those going down the lanes today. It's a pretty blue and white ball, very pretty ball. To the left, you see one of the bowlers I mentioned earlier, Candace Van Tyne. She had a great junior gold this year. Did make Junior Team USA. So the bowlers are figuring out this short pattern this morning. They did have a practice session yesterday where they saw all the patterns. But the short pattern always does prove to be a tad bit tricky. I like Jaden's shot there. That was pretty good. She's pretty close. Nice conversion by Candace. The team here at Park Lanes has been so accommodating. We are going to have some special guests from Park Lanes and other Oregon companies throughout the day today. Kyle, of course, is in the pro shop. He drilled up a lot of those Ion Max pearls. Came in early today to even finish drilling. He was here at 5 a.m. back in the pro shop. And then, of course, his dad, Dean, has been a huge help, and Will, the general manager here. They run a beautiful facility, family-owned. So you can see the bowlers are trying to play closer to the gutter this morning. Nice shot by Miss Emma. I will introduce, you can see bits of 13 and 14 and 17 and 18. So the bowlers on those pairs, just for parents and family watching at home. We've got Carter Tran, Kobe Kabanting, Lexus McGarity, Shelby Unger, Layla Takia, and Candace Van Tyne. And then on 17 and 18, you'll see Rocco Jamangini, Dragon Kunkel, Connor Atkinson, Colson Morris, Amanda Blickfelt, and Alexa Couch. So those are the bowlers that you will see. Did have a question about what is the pattern. The pattern is 38 feet. So a little longer short pattern, one of those mediums as we call it. And the volume is 25.8 mils. I did have quite a few parents yesterday in practice telling me that the bowlers were practicing a lot of their spares because they just spent a week at Junior Gold, and several had told me that their spare games were a little rough in Minneapolis. So that was what they were working on during practice yesterday. Good morning to Anthony. We're missing Anna this weekend. Let's see who else we see. Lots of shout outs for bowlers. Leia. Hello, Leia. It's good to see you. Hopefully you're getting to bowl something this weekend. I know you're missing being here. We do have Daria Payuk here this weekend. She'll be coming into the booth to chat in game number 2. She did a great Q&A with the families yesterday. Gave them some great tips, a lot about mental toughness for sure. Nice shot by Kaylee there. I think Jaden moved left, and I really would love to see her move a little right. I think that's the tricky part with some bowlers. They think that either it's them or they're trying to follow the pattern as they think they should move, and she was so close a couple frames ago, but I just saw her last shot, and it looked like she might have moved left. Oh, no, she didn't. That was great. Good shot by Jaden. Maybe a ball change. Good shot by Karsten. Karsten, who bowls here at Park Lanes, he gets to experience some of the education that Kyle and the team here at Park Lanes believe in. Kyle puts out, I was on the Pro Shop website this week, and I'm very impressed with the educational opportunities that Park Lanes puts out there. They have a 5-week Learn to Bowl coaching session. So you can sign up if you're a new bowler. They offer a 5-week lesson plan, and then at the end you get a fitted bowling ball as part of the lesson package, which I think is great. And then this week we also saw PBA Sport Condition League come in. So they are giving their bowlers lots of opportunities to learn and improve. Kyle hosts or offers lessons through the Pro Shop, and they just have a lot of opportunities to bowl, and great tournament center. Just doing all the right things here at Park. Scott has a question about Maryland bowlers. Well, Aaron Odajebe is in the field. I know he's not technically from Maryland, but I know he practices over at Fort Meade. Stevie Newton, who's another Fort Meade bowler, is here. So you'll see some of those kids come through. We asked them yesterday during practice to see who thought traveled the longest of all the kids. We asked them to raise their hand. We had Pennsylvania, Virginia. We have bowlers from Hawaii. Got bowlers from everywhere. We have Brooklyn, New York. The Randices are in the field, Nolan and Alyssa. So Karsten may be able to sleep in his own bed this weekend, but there's bowlers from all over the country here to compete, which just makes these kids get better and better. Double for Jaden. I liked it. Good morning, Mindy. Dragon is just to the right on 17-18. You also see Connor Atkinson on that pair too. Great shot by Brooklyn. Really nice. She's got a great game going. She's nearly clean. She has one open frame. Which, like we said earlier, the kids know, if they don't already, those spares, it's fresh in their mind, junior gold that is. So they know how important those spares are this weekend. And SYCs, if you're not familiar with the way that the tournament works, there are 3 rounds. They'll bowl 5 games on the short pattern this morning. They'll come back. We will award some medals, gold, silver, and bronze, before the medium block. So those top 3 bowlers from the short pattern will receive a medal. Then they'll start bowling the medium pattern. They've got 5 games on the medium pattern this afternoon. Then they'll go get some dinner in beautiful Oregon and come back in the morning and bowl 5 more games on the long. We'll, of course, award medals for the medium pattern as well and the top 3 on the long, but the overall champion will be the bowlers that are consistent on all 3 oil patterns this weekend. All right, so we are entering into, we're nearing the end of the game number 1. And the bowlers, after this game, they all will switch pairs. We'll take a short break while they are moving lanes. And we'll have a new group of bowlers to watch. Of course, like I mentioned, Daria Payok will be joining us for game number 2. Oh, great try by Emma there. So it looks like the scoring pace for game number 1 in the pairs that we can see, it is quite low. We'll see as the pairs transition throughout the day if the short pattern is going to prove to be tricky or if the bowlers can find some transition to their liking. Looks like in as far as the eye can see, we've got Colton Pankowski. He is a couple pairs away. He has 163 in the 8th with a spare. Right to the left of us, Layla in the 7th frame has 156 with a strike. Jake Solly down there, he had the front 6 open and got back on it, but it looks like he's gonna just left a 2-pin, I believe. So there are some scores out there, just not as many as I think the kids would have hoped this morning. You know, you always want to start the tournament off strong. Rocco here, though, right to the right of us on 17 and 18. You'll see him. He's going for a 10-pin on lane 18. He can get to 183 this game. I jinxed him. 182, that is. So we'll keep you updated throughout the day. Thank you all for watching, cheering on the kiddos this morning. So Jaden here will finish up with a 141. Got Karsten, he'll finish here if he converts this baby split. He'll finishes with 164. Candace Vantine to the left of your screen. She's on a double, so she can make it a turkey. And she does. Looks like she's using an Ion Pro Solid this morning. All right, so we are wrapping up game number 1, and we will take a short break. Zachary got to 166 there. Candace did get that turkey. You all saw that. What a shot by Emma. Dang. Just can't get the 10 pin out. She's going to go for her spare here. Very nice spare by Kaylee. Got a question. So round 1 scores will be posted on bowlmetrics.com. You can click the link that is in the copy of this video you're watching. So if you're watching on YouTube, you might just need to go look for the description, or just visit bowlmetrics, bowlmetrix.com. And you'll see the SYC now. This was game number 1. They just are finishing up. So there are no scores yet. But you will be able to see scores soon. Pretty much right after the round is done, our score keepers will go through and upload all those scores in. So it does happen real quick. And as you can see, we've got some movement. So we are going to take a short break, and we'll be back with a new group of bowlers. Stay with us. We are back, and I am joined by Daria Hayok.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Daria. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. I'm excited to be watching bowling this morning.
For sure. Yeah. Now, the short pattern, do you like the shorter patterns?
I've always used to like short patterns a lot because I felt really, really, really comfortable by the gutter. But I think things have changed maybe now. Now I feel more comfortable being closer to the fifth arrow, closer to the left gutter, but I do. It's just that we don't tend to bowl very often on like short patterns, 35, 36.
I know. Yeah, the 38 today is the short pattern, which is kind of medium, right?
Yeah, exactly. So the really short ones that we would bowl like on some international events, like 35, 36, when you really have to bang it off the gutter, that's fun.
Yeah, for sure. Now we have some bowlers, new bowlers in front of us. We've got Christian Salazar, Devin Clark, Jonah Stagg, Matt Burke-Holz, Carter Pankowski, and Dahoon Kwan. Those are the bowlers you'll be watching this game. I'll check to see if we have bios. However, when we get into the U18 boys, sometimes they don't like to fill out their bios. I'm not sure why, but
probably because they're U18 boys.
I know, right?
I think that.
I try not to stereotype, but they stereotype themselves. So Christian did fill out a bio, so when he's back up, let's see if Dahoon did. Dahoon, I believe, did not, but Dahoon is on the Storm Junior team. He's from the Washington area. Bowls a lot of events. He actually traveled internationally last year to bowl an event, correct?
Yes, that's true. He bowled in Korea. I believe that it was a Storm Cup in December, and he bowled really well. I cannot really give you the exact numbers of how many professionals and athletes, Storm-sponsored athletes go to Storm Cup in Korea, but I can tell you that there's 300 athletes bowling that tournament that have to pre-qualify with getting the direct entry for X amount of athletes coming from the United States. And Dahoon was one that made the cut.
That's
and
awesome.
I believe there must have been like around 16, 17 PBA, PWBA athletes that had gone, and not everyone made the cut.
Wow.
And he did, and he bowled phenomenal. So
yeah, he's a great young player out there. Really smart.
Very.
Christian Salazar is up on lane 15. He just made that spare. He is from Puyallup, Oregon. He's going into his senior.
Don't ask me.
I know.
If you cannot pronounce it, I can't.
I only can pronounce a couple of cities in Oregon, but he's going into his senior year. He's from Paradise Lanes. He's 16 years old. First SYC. Loves bowling because it challenges him. He's been playing piano since he was 6 years old.
Wow.
And he wants to say hello to Grandma and his cats back home.
Oh, hello, Grandma, and hello, cats.
I know. I love that. I love when they say hello to their animals.
Yeah. I like that they have cats. You're a dog person, but
I am a dog person.
I am a cat. So.
Yes. Cats are...
Blair had to step away for a second to help with some scoring issue. So you're stuck with me. Hi. We're gonna have fun today. It's gonna be a lot of bowling. We have 5 games on short pattern, then we have a break. We're gonna give some medals to the winners of this round for each category. Then we have 5 games later this afternoon. And tomorrow we have the last 5. And then we're gonna know who are our tag lists for the weekend. I was told that this is one of the smaller SYCs. The bowling center is 32 lanes. The tournament filled out within minutes from opening, so it's really cool to see so many players. So happy to bowl and just be here. We have one more SYC left. That's going to be, I believe, in Reno in September. And that's going to wrap up the season of youth bowling. This year there's been the biggest amount of SYC. I think there's been 10. I don't know how many are there going to be next year, but I know that there is going to be quite many. I'm hoping that I can come and watch the players some more. It's really cool to see the progress and how they develop, not just as players, but as people, you know, as persons. It's amazing to see. Looking at this pattern, let me see the graph so I can tell you a little bit more about it. As Blair said, it is 38 feet, so it's a short/medium. The ratio is 2.73 to 1, which means that the scores should not be too high. The ratio is quite low. However, it all depends on how the lanes will break down. Darren and I had an opportunity to bowl at Pro-Am in this bowling center on Thursday, and the lanes hook, and they hook a lot. I can see many players using urethane, which means that it's going to push the oil down lane and create hopefully some hold, making the lanes a little bit easier. Because on the shorter patterns we have free hook, right? We know it's gonna hook. We don't really have a hold, so we want to find it somewhere. We want to be able to miss a little bit in and still the ball to push to the pocket. We might be able to see some of that maybe towards the end of this game. Maybe we can see it already. Very good shot on lane 15 and the wrap 10 from Dahun. Going back to the pattern, the drop brush is at 36 feet, which should make the pattern play towards what it is, to 38 feet. The volume is 25.8 mils, which is not a lot. I was told that the lane surface is around 20 years old. That could be the reason why it also hooks a bit more. And the oil being used, I believe it's Glide, which is one of the new KEGEL oils. I have mixed feelings about Glide at the moment. I'm not sure if it's closer to fire or ice, but I do believe it's closer to the fire at the beginning and then it stretches. It's going to be really fun to watch the athletes bowl and see how the lanes transition.
I like that you said fun, because I don't have fun on Glide right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I still don't know what I feel about it. I will have to bone it myself a bit more, but just by looking, I do feel like it changes the lanes quicker in some way. Like, as we know, fire makes the oil kind of disappear quicker, and then it goes away from the fronts. Ice has a tendency to like push the oil down lane. Glide, I think, is the mixture of the two words in the worst case scenario.
Yeah, pretty
right?
much. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, it hooks at the beginning quite much, and then it seems to be stretching, but sometimes it's not. So yes, we're going to be watching the athletes bowl this weekend, and hopefully by the end of this week we're going to have an opinion made of whether it's a love or hate relationship. For now, the athletes are going to help us determine that by their scoring pace.
Sorry, Daria, we were having a little go down there because a bowler fouled, but the whole pair kept bowling.
Oh.
And then he
I
bowled
did
again.
Okay, so he did not.
So
the foul did not count?
Well, he definitely fouled. So they're figuring it out down there, figuring out what to do. But if you foul, you have to stop. Just for the record.
It is difficult. I remember this year on tour we had a player that the foul went off, but nobody really could see whether she did foul or not, because if she did, it was minimal.
Yeah.
But the foul went off.
Yeah.
So that means by the PWBA rules is that it stays unless you say that you did not foul. Then you would have a tournament director come in, ask people, determine whether the foul should be taken off or no.
Right.
But what happened is that the player would look around. I think someone gave her a head nod saying like, yeah, there was no foul. So she took it off herself and she continued bowling. And sometimes as a competitor myself, like I don't want to get involved too much because there's 5 other people that were there, so I didn't really see it, and I was struggling myself bowling. But then a few frames later, the tournament director had to come and give us a lesson that like, hey, like you cannot just give yourself, you can take away scores from yourself if you want to take away a few pins from your score.
Right.
I'm not gonna stand in the way, but you cannot do it the other way. You know, you cannot just like take a foul off and say like, hey, it did not happen. Like I have to be the one determining that. So.
Right. Yeah. So Leanne was down there and she was working with the kids. I mean, it's tough because you have kids of all different experience levels at the event. So some know all the rules and some are still learning. So
100%. And I feel like there is so much going on for them, for the players, that things get overwhelming, right? There is so many rules that have to be in place, and some of them don't have enough mental capacity to be bothered by some stuff, right?
Right.
Like
they just want to bowl.
It's kind of an autopilot, right? Like, okay, I don't feel like keep going. Like, there's no like a thought getting in the way of the action.
Right.
But that's, I think, very normal. I know when I get into, my mode, my bowling mode, sometimes just things go over my head.
Yeah.
More so for them.
Yeah, well, many of them are just like, I want to bowl good, and that's all they're focused on, right? Like, they're focused on that. We do have a bio for Matt Burkholtz here. He is stepping up. Dahoon's on 16. He'll be on 15. Matt is from Eugene, Oregon, senior. Bowls at Silver Creek Lanes. He's 17 years old, first SYC. He won the Oregon State High School Championship.
Wow.
Yeah, it's awesome. So they have great high school programs here in the state of Oregon. And he was also a competitive swimmer for 6 years. Set a few team records. This is funny. We asked, like, who do you want to say hi to, and give options. He would like to say hi to no one.
Oh, I like that.
Apparently, everyone is here rooting on Matt, so he doesn't need to say hi to everyone at home or anyone at home.
I'm sure you read through many bios, and just as you said, he is a multi-athlete, so he's been successful in 2 sports. Do you find a correlation between athlete being a really good bowler and they also do another sport? Because the other person that comes on my mind on a professional level will be Shannon O'Keefe.
Yeah.
Phenomenal bowler, right? But she was a phenomenal athlete, a softball player. And I feel like sometimes those things go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
I think I was reading a study recently that said, and Shannon actually was with us in Wisconsin, and she was talking a lot. She studies a lot of the young athletes. But I was reading a study that said kids shouldn't pick one sport when they're very, very young. And then right around that 15 or 16 time frame,
that's
15, 16, 17, you kind of, if you're really good at something or want to be really good at something, you almost have to get a little bit of tunnel vision, but you still can do other things, right? Like you talked yesterday in the seminar about you love to read, and you have some other hobbies that you can do, and I think we'll see like piano players, golf, swimming is a great one too, because even though he may not be competitive at swimming anymore, Matt might still like to go swimming, and that's a great thing to do for your health. I mean, it's a great.
I believe that especially in bowling, there are so many opportunities for us to do our sport, whether it's a league, whether it's a practice, a tournament, sweeper, a professional event, whatever that is, we might get so sucked into bowling world that it never feels like we have an escape.
Yeah.
And I think that creating that safe plan B for escape for your mind when you're young is that the thing that is the best to do, because then it comes naturally. I had to force myself to find a way. I also started playing a piano and painting and doing just a lot of different things just to occupy my mind, you know? But it's very easy to go crazy when bowling maybe is not going the right way or it's getting difficult, and it's very cool that a lot of the athletes do have either hobbies or other sports that they also do.
I think it's important, and the other thing is you don't want, at a young age, you don't want to get injured. Like, I mean, it's bowling, it has so many repetitive motions in it that could cause some injuries, and you just don't want to cause that at a young age. You want to be older before you have to deal with the injuries, right?
I do, but I do wonder, because now when I'm bowling pro-am, so I'm just hanging out with the young athletes, I feel like a lot of them tend to be more injured that I remember from back when I was younger. And that makes me wonder, is it because now the game is becoming more and more powerful? It's more about speed and rev rate, so the tension on the joints and muscles and all that is a lot higher.
I think they just bowl a lot. I mean,
They just bowl a lot.
these kids can bowl every weekend if they want. They just got finished with junior golds.
Yeah.
Like 1 or 2 weeks ago.
I don't know how they have
and
a
now
mental
they're
capacity.
here,
Yeah.
right? Like they can bowl tournaments year round every weekend, which, like, unfortunately, even our PBA and PWBA tours don't have year round.
Yeah, we
tournaments.
barely have as many events as you have here at SYC, so
Right.
100%.
Yeah, so I think that, but to your point, right? Like, it is a very powerful game. You'll see some of the young two-handers. They get a lot of speed, a lot of rev rate.
That's so much. It's insane how much power they can create.
Yeah. Mr. Clark here did not fill out a bio, but I do like his game. These boys, the other thing about this field, I don't know how you feel, because you're going to be having to give some medals, but some of these boys are quite tall. Like the U18 boys division in Oregon, I don't know what they're
Maybe
they're
it's in
feeding
the
them
air,
out
you
here.
know?
Yeah, really.
Maybe that's something in the air.
It's funny. All right, Carter Pankowski, he did fill out a bio. It's a little old one, so I won't read off like some of the ages, but he is from Meridian, Idaho. He bowls at Westy Garden Lanes in Boise.
Really close to home, really close to us.
Absolutely. He is proudest of all the knowledge and experience he's gained from working in the pro shop, and he loves the constantly changing nature of bowling. Keeps him on his toes.
Love that he's the one saying that he loves it, because we have too many people saying that they dislike bowling changing, and whatever it's changing. I feel like a lot of people don't like change, so
Right.
very refreshing to hear him say that.
He loves reading, especially Stephen King novels. Wants to become a teacher. Wants to say hello to mom, grandparents, Dave, Mike, and family. So
Hi, family.
yeah, Carter's struggling a little bit though. He had, it looked like he found something in the second and third frames. He got a double, but he's left some really weird splits. So I think
It's a short pattern, so I feel like with the angle to the pocket being so big, so many weird leaves can happen.
Yeah,
I do see though, like just looking at the scoreboard, there is a bit too many mismakeables. And I wonder if it's because it hooks, so that they still have to like dial in of how much they have to move for the spares for the ball not to hook too much.
yeah.
Or it's the nerves, because we know these players, they usually don't miss too many spares, not in the capacity amount that we're seeing right now.
Right.
I do believe it's because it's a shorter pattern, so sometimes like you just have to adjust where you stand and where you look, because at the very end your ball will tip.
Yeah. Well, the women's championship pattern and the open championship pattern used glide this year.
Oh,
glide.
Great,
And
great.
I have to say that I found glide to be incredibly challenging. When they posted the patterns after for women's, I didn't believe that the pattern looked hard, but when I bowled, it was one of the hardest patterns I've bowled on. So
I did not bowl, so I don't really know myself. But
Yeah.
again, I feel like the glide is still so new that it's difficult to really.
yeah, it kind of was what you were talking about, where it felt like that the oil left. It was hooking, but then it also carried down later. So you're like, what are we bowling on?
Yeah,
What is
maybe
happening?
it blew up in the front part of the lane. And
I think so, yeah.
I guess we're gonna be able to see better on different patterns when there is a bit less urethane going down lane, because urethane can cook
For sure.
the picture a little bit for us. But it's just because I know Tahun's game quite well, watching him for quite some time. He did start with the urethane. In my personal opinion, I think he was throwing it way too fast. So he did leave a 10-pin, 4-pin. He went to the face when he missed left. And then he moved to iron wax, which is the biggest ball that we have in SPI line, right?
Yeah.
And he just doubled with it. First of all, ballsy, big move, amazing move, good ball change. Second, you can tell that he can still control such a big ball on this pattern, which means that maybe the lanes are not blowing up open so much, but maybe the oil might be carrying a little bit.
Yeah, that's what we found when we were, and the women's championship I think is actually pretty close
To this
to
one.
this length. It might be a little longer actually, but we had to use big balls. Like I was using a hyperdrive on it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like
Wow.
because it was just
Do
you had to
remember-
slow it down.
Do you remember how many mils it had?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
because this one I see has 25 mils, which 10 years ago would be, whoa, that's normal, that's a lot actually. And now it's like, oh, when you don't see the 3 in the front, 30 plus, then it's like, okay, it's not bad. It's not actually that heavy oil.
Right.
Things are changing.
They are. All right, Carter has decided it's time to just pick up spares. That's what he said. He goes, I'm going to stop chasing strikes. True to your advice, right?
Yep.
Got to convert the spares.
So easy said, you know.
Yeah, Goodman here, he's watching, and he said when you see the pattern at USBC Nationals, you'd believe that there was free hook, but there wasn't.
Yeah, and nothing for free at USBC.
Yeah, no,
You know?
no, they don't do that. Ah, that was a good shot by Dahoon.
Is that a 10 pin?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's a,
Oh, okay. Oh, 9 pin.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
First, we're a little low sitting today.
Yes, I was.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
throwing
thinking
us off.
about it. Yeah. I see a bit better in your computer than I do see in person.
Yeah.
However, in person I can see like the lane, so if I need to see the ball reaction, I
For
can.
sure. If you do have any questions in the chat, feel free to drop them in. Tari will be hanging out.
We are streaming on Facebook as well, correct?
Yes, both
Okay,
Facebook and YouTube.
Let me share it so that way we can maybe get some more people on the chat and we can.
Yeah, people might not be. Although we're on the West Coast Pacific time, so East Coast is wide awake by now. They're off doing their days.
Do you sometimes find it hard on the personal level that you wake up way after the rest of the world in a way?
Yeah, it's
know?
weird. Yeah, because I grew up on the East Coast or Eastern time, so
Okay.
it's very strange. Like my family will text me and they'll be like 2 hours ahead, and I'll be just waking up.
I have a friend that lives here, and he did tell me that he got himself an aura ring,
Oh.
which like kind of tells you like how much you slept, your readiness, or maybe like your stress levels. So he told me his stress levels are the highest 15 minutes before his alarm, and he said it's because he has remote work. So he works like worldwide in a way. So when he wakes up, he never knows what he's gonna see on his phone
Yeah.
because everybody's already awake,
Yeah.
and his job is putting down fires. So if there is something to do, like he jumps on it.
That's
And
funny.
I'm like, bro, maybe that's the 5 a.m. morning routine from YouTube. Maybe that's for you, you know?
Yeah, right. Get up earlier.
Can you come take a picture with one of the kids really quick? Okay.
All right, Tari has a photo op needed.
In the pro shop.
Another spare for Carter here. So just looking at the scores in front of us, Dahoon here is he's leading the pair at the moment. Matt is close by though. I know it's a little tough to see the scoreboard. We tried to add a camera, but it's always tough, these scoreboards, and we are quite far away from the bowlers. So thanks for your patience, and we love to bring these streams just to the families at home so they get to enjoy watching their young bowlers, parents, grandparents. Hello to everyone that's watching a youth bowler today. What a shot by Matt. That was a good shot. I like Matt's look. I don't know if he had all that hair when he was a swimmer. That'd be tough to get under the swim cap, but maybe he did. He's got some cool head of hair. Just to the right, you'll see one of the junior gold champions in the field, Aaron Odejebe. He's on quite the string. He opened in the first frame, and he has not missed since. He has 8 in a row. We'll keep an eye on him. He'll be on the 10th frame on lane 18, which is, you can only see the pins on that lane, but we'll give you an update for Mr. Aaron. Carter gets them all to go. That was pretty cool. Carter will take it. He'll take that break. Hoon, as we mentioned, he went to the Ion Max. Almost leaves the 7-10. All right, so as mentioned, the bowlers are going to be starting their 10 frames on this pair. So when they do, we'll take a short break, let the bowlers move to the next pair.
Hi, I'm back.
Hello, Daria.
Sorry, we did have a giveaway during the programs on Thursday, and the fun fact is that there is a storm Nike headquarters here in the area, so there's been some stuff donated and signed by me and Darren and some of the giveaway winners who was just here in the pro shop, so
Oh, nice.
so we were taking a picture. Yeah, he was one of the lucky ones.
Nice. Very good. So to the right on 17 and 18, I did notice we do have some high scores. Aaron Odejebe, of course, has 9 in a row. He missed the first frame.
Wow.
But on that same pair, it looks like Jordan Zink finished with 206. Colton Piankowski, 179. But this pair is that there's actually scores.
That's
I know they're if I were anyone else in this field, I'd be watching what they're doing because they're obviously in the right part of the lane. Watch some break points there, I know.
Definitely, yes. Or maybe also, not to take credit away from them, because that's not what I'm anticipating, but sometimes lanes, some pairs tend to be a bit softer than the others.
Yeah, true.
On tour, we do have a saying like, oh, it's a 200. 200, this is a 200 pair, meaning 200 game is good.
Yeah.
And sometimes like, oh yeah, this is a 250
Yeah.
pair, which means that if you bought 220, don't be too happy because others bought a lot higher on this pair.
Right.
And maybe not necessarily, I would say, with the first game, because a lot depends on how the lanes break down. That's what makes it easier or harder. So I do believe that all the high scores are thanks to the athletes.
For sure. All right, so you will not be able to see him, but you'll be able to see the pin leave on 18, Aaron Odejebe here. Junior gold champion. Aaron unfortunately did not strike in the first shot of the 10th frame. Probably because I jinxed him. Probably because I noticed. And get a shout out for Aaron. Doug Sass says, no surprise that Aaron Odejebe figured it out. Keep it rolling. Yeah, Aaron's one of the best in his age group.
How old is he now?
He's in the U15, but I think he bowled in the U14 at Junior Gold, so he might be 14. Yeah. So on this pair, Matt got to 198. Carter there got to 163, which actually for his game, he kind of saved it a little bit. There, he has 3 opens in it, so it could have been a little worse. I'm sure Carter's not happy with his game, but he'll move on to the next pair. This could be one of those maybe 190 pairs almost on 15 and 16.
I
I'm
guess
not
we're
even
gonna
sure.
see, right? But
Yeah.
I do believe that last time when I was with you in the booth at SYC, same thing happened. The most difficult pair with the lower scores was right in front of
Right.
us
Yeah.
at the stream.
We got lucky last month in Wisconsin. We had like a really high scoring pair, and that's very abnormal for the live stream pair. Normally we don't get the high scoring.
The easy
I
pair
know.
in front
It's
of
always
you.
like the toughest pair. Or there's like a hook spot that we see all day that the kids, every time they move, they're like, oh yeah, there's the hook spot.
Yep.
Looks like we got Terry Simpson or Wayne watching. I'm sure cheering on the Pankowski boys. Shout out to Wayne's World Pro Shop.
We love Wayne's World Pro Shop.
We do. We also love Legends Pro Shop here in Park Lanes. Kyle's doing great.
If there is one thing I have to say about Legends Pro Shop is that they have the best design, the best branding, I would say, that I've ever seen at the Bowling Pro Shop.
Yeah.
Kyle keeps rocking his fits with the logo and stuff, all the apparel that he's selling, hats, and it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. Nice shot by Dahoon. He finishes up with a 203, so he did get to 200.
I would say it was a very good game by him. He did open early, then he ball changed and doubled, and after that happened, he stoned 9 after a double. He kept his composure, made all his spares, and he doubled, tripled. He struck out in the 10th for 202. A very, very good game with lots of patience being shown there. Hopefully
Absolutely.
he can keep it up.
All right, we're going to take a short break while the bowlers are moving pairs, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back. That was a longer break. Sorry, guys. We got distracted. The pair in front of us that we are watching. Well, Gavin Murray he has a double.
Lane 15 has all strikes.
So apparently our theory out the window.
That's kind of cool, though.
Yeah. So we got Gavin Murray, Louis Cloud, Kyron Bisick, Aiden Manriquez, Zeal Trong, and Andrew Sedani. Probably butchered those names, so I apologize.
You're doing great.
Thank
there.
you.
You're welcome.
13 and 14, we've got Devin Stratka, Jake Paulo, Beckham Henderson, Tanner Germain, Jaden Holiday, and Andrew Prospari. And then to the right, we also have Alexander Evelyn Duan, Zachary Rebelidito, Joshua McCoy, Ashton Farrington, Train Trong, and Gino Espastio. Or something along those lines. So again, I apologize for butchering names. We both have names that get butchered a lot.
The funny thing, though, is when I do say the name the proper way, because some names are very Polish.
Yeah.
And when I say them properly, no one knows what I'm talking about, you know,
Oh,
because
yeah.
the pronunciation, the English one, is so different.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah. My last name is German, so everyone tries to pronounce it.
how do you say it correctly, your last name?
Blumenscheid.
Blumenscheid.
Yeah. So, but everyone looks at it and they want to go Blumenscheid because it's Scheid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not really
German
English.
pronunciation is nicer, which I'm very surprised because German is a very harsh, strong
yeah,
language.
Yeah.
And your last name is very gentle. It's very nice.
My joke, it's 12 letters. My full name is ridiculous, by the way, but my last name is 12 letters, and it was shortened when my
Actually.
family came to America.
Wow.
They took off one letter. I'm
Which
like,
one?
There was a T.
Oh, maybe that's what made it like strong and harsh.
I
and
think
they took
so.
it out, right?
Yeah, but I'm like, could we have how about half of it? Like
That
Blumen.
Bloom.
Yeah, or
Blumen.
Bloom.
Yeah.
Any of it.
Bloom would be cute.
Yeah. I'm like, what? Why did we really? We needed to delete one?
Yeah, I mean, they already took one, right?
Yeah. Anyway, that's always been when I found that out. I'm like, why? But maybe it was the harsh that I've never thought of that.
Like
yeah.
when you did say your name, it
Yeah.
doesn't sound that German to
No,
me, but
yeah.
I guess a T would make it.
Yeah, that would. All right, back to bowling. I like the jersey too. The cool.
I was
looks-
just thinking about it, the mountain one, right? Is that
Yeah.
what you're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, that's so Tanner is wearing the official tour jersey of the year. So there's one jersey each year for that Coolwick designs
That
for the
one
SYC.
is really nice.
I like it a lot. All right, what do you think? We'll try some bios. Let's see if we have bios.
Let's
for
go. I'm ready for them.
Well, I'm always ready, but they're sometimes they're like, no, I don't want you to know about me. Kyron is such a interesting. Oh wait, I'm saying it wrong. It's Kieran. Kieran Bisick. He's from Corvallis, Oregon. He's a junior, 16.
So local, kind of,
Yeah.
at least state.
This is funny. Something he loves about bowling is winning.
I mean, who doesn't though?
Yeah.
He's my guy.
Right. He likes loud cars that go fast and look cool. Wants to say hello to his pets, his family, and his girlfriend. So Kieran.
Yeah. Hi
Kieran.
pets, hi
Yeah.
family, hi girlfriends. I hope all of you are doing great.
Yes.
Are we going to have the scores for game 1 coming in soon, probably?
Yeah,
right? Like
probably.
Frame 5, probably
Yep.
halfway through. Exciting. I'm really curious to see scoring pace. Have you seen any patterns or trends throughout the SYC of whether usually the high scores tend to be on the shorter pattern or longer pattern? Anything at all? Or
yeah.
that's just pattern dependent more than, a pattern itself? Or
The trend is short seems to be the more challenging pattern at most of the SYCs.
Oh, wow.
Most. But actually, I shouldn't say that. Short and medium kind of go back and forth.
Okay.
Sometimes medium can be really challenging, but I think sometimes our short patterns are getting closer to medium patterns, so they're becoming more challenging.
Makes sense.
But yeah, we can take a look. I did see some score runners out there. Let's see if we. Of course, I did post our score bowl metrics, our link in the chat. So you guys might need to scroll up, but it should be in there. So U12 boys, after 2 games, Liam Wong is leading at -5 in U12 boys. Wow. Nolan Randisi is in second at -24, and Chase Rudy's in third at -45. There are only two 200 games in the U12 boys, though.
All right. Doesn't feel like the pattern is that soft.
Nope. Over in the U12 girls, Stevie Newton, who also just won junior gold, she's leading at -68. Ellie Kate Murray in second at -88. And Kiana Sipra at -94 in third. So the girls, U12 girls, are, it's challenging them a little bit. U15 boys, leader +59, Jake Solly. 235, 224 for Jake.
Oh, wow.
Very consistent. Aaron Odajebe, +25 in second, and Philo Joe in third at +17. Actually, there's a tie for third right now. It's Philo and Louis Cloud, who is bowling on lane 16, actually. He's tied for third at the moment. But there's only 4 bowlers plus in the U15 boys division. U15 girls, Alyssa Riandisi +9. Joanna Earl -23 in second, and Allie Eubank is in third. And U18 boys. So interesting. Andrew, and actually there was a pronunciation here. Andrew Sadney is leading. He's actually on the pair we're watching. He will be up in a few bowlers. He is +96. Gavin Murray, who's up on lane 15, is in second, +68. And Carson Thompson is in third, +66. Dahung Kwan in fourth, +29. So we actually have the top 2 bowlers on this pair right now.
Cool. Let's see how the game 2 is going to go for them.
Yeah, Gavin is doing all right. He gets the front 4.
I feel like lane 16 might be hooking more because we have a big 4 right now after front 3, and Tahut also left a big 4 on the same exact lane.
That's true.
Frame 2. I wonder if it's just happen, or
If
we are
it is.
gonna see lane 16 hooking more.
We got Louis stepping up. He's from Las Vegas. Bowls mostly at Suncoast. He really loves the competition, the friendships he's gained in bowling in the various tournaments across the country. Really likes making friends and playing video games.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Shout out to all the coaches that have helped him get to where he is today. Kyle, Mike, and Trent in Hawaii. Dean in Washington, and Jim in Nevada. So, and he struck there. is fun too, Daria. I don't know how you feel, but I know you go to a lot of youth tournaments and adult tournaments, and it's fun meeting bowlers that have been bowling a very long time, but also bowlers that have just gotten started, right? Like
Yes.
off to the left, you can see Beckham Henderson over there, and I just heard he's only been bowling for a year.
Oh, wow.
So it's fun when bowlers come out. Good spare by Beckham there. You know, come out and try their skills even if they haven't been bowling very long, especially when it's a local tournament.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
One thing that I have noticed that the culture and within SYC, I cannot speak for other events, youth events, because I don't participate in them as much as I'm able to watch SYC. The professionalism of the athletes is amazing. They can see the lane courtesy. I haven't seen anyone kick the ball return.
No,
you know,
yeah.
I haven't seen anyone getting very angry to where it would disturb the other players. Of course, like we see them getting mad or upset,
Right.
but not in a way that it would get in the way of somebody else's performance, which even on professional tours, on the girls and guys tour, it does happen, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So it's really cool to see, especially from players like Beckham that you said that he's only bowled for 1 year. I would never know, right? And that's a
Absolutely.
good thing because like technically you would not expect him to really know how some rules are and within the event and stuff, but he's fitting in just well.
Yeah, so Andrew here was our leader.
Okay, I do think that lane 16 hooks more.
Yeah.
We just saw a trip 4-9
Yeah.
for a double, but it does seem that to be going high on that lane.
Absolutely. And Andrew is from, did Gavin see he needs to change the score?
No, that's that.
Just kidding. Never mind. Never mind. I'm looking at the wrong person.
Yeah, Gavin is right now going for front 6 on line 16.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he's throwing. I feel like he might be throwing urethane.
I think it is. Yeah.
Very good shot. I don't know if it's urethane. It looks a bit shiny.
Well, maybe it's not.
I really don't know. It's difficult for me to see.
You know what? It might not have been. He was walking over with urethane in one hand, but it might be on the table there.
True.
Let's see. They bowl so fast.
Yes.
It's the one thing sometimes you don't see bowlers taking as long to set up, right? They don't
go.
overthink things, right? Which is nice. I appreciate that.
I do too. This year I was struggling quite some on tour, and there was one event where like I didn't know how to make the foul line. I feel like my brain just shut off my capability to bowl, and the only way I was able to make it out of whatever funk I was feeling in, it was like I would grab the ball and I'll go. I would just look up at my target. I wouldn't really like take an extra few seconds to take a breath, look at my target. I would just go.
Yeah.
And I don't know how that happened. It just completely snapped me out of whatever I was in and really helped me. So I'm not saying it's really bad that they are not maybe like taking an extra minute, like a second.
Well, if you watch the U12 bowlers, they just get up and go. There's not overthinking down there. Wow, what a shot by Andrew. I do have a bio on Andrew. He is from Canton, Michigan. He will graduate in 2027, so he's a junior. He bowls at Super Bowl Canton. I think you've bowled there. I think you've won there. Isn't that the one you won your title at?
I don't know, did I?
Maybe?
Green Bay.
Oh, Green
I
Bay.
won in Green Bay.
I thought you won in...
It was Detroit, the tournament name. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because that was the year where we had a lot of TV shows. And
That's right.
they were all recorded in one spot. So you might be qualifying for a TV show 3 weeks prior.
Gotcha.
How you're going to bowl it. So like I made the TV show in Detroit, but the actual TV show took place in Green Bay.
Gotcha. Okay, that was what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But, okay. Anyway, he's 17 years old. He won High School Sports Award Bowler of the Year. Loves to travel. Wants to say hello to family, friends, and Clint Harris III. Very specific shout out.
Very.
All right, Mr. Gavin here. Gavin is part of the Murray family that bowls. Ellie Kate will be coming this way. She's in the U12 for one last tournament, Daria. She's moving up to U15 girls.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe it. That's 7 for Gavin.
I feel like aging out from SYC must be a very sad
Gavin,
transition.
this is his last SYC,
Yeah,
so
it
I know.
must be-
It's hard. The kids do miss it.
How many total competitors do we have this week?
I believe it's 96.
What happens if someone withdraws last minute? Are you notifying the waitlist players, or because they might not be able to make it because they live far?
Yeah.
Doesn't it get filled out? How does the process work for you on, the back end of managing the tournament like that?
So we do usually have a waiting list for every SYC because I know that if anyone's ever tried to enter an SYC, they do sell out quite quickly, usually 5 minutes or less.
That's insane.
Yeah, and but we tell families, especially local families, just for the reason you just said, Daria, to get on the waiting list, right? And don't wait because you want to be near the top of the waiting list, because we usually will go down for most SYCs. We'll go down at least 10 spots on the waiting list from the beginning of the tournament to the end.
I do assume that the first names might be people that live far away.
Yeah. But if we will have a last minute, like if someone tells us Friday night that an emergency happened, right, which has happened, usually we'll have Leanne will notify the families the week of and say, hey, if we have a very last minute cancellation, who on the waiting list could still make it, right?
Okay.
So then if you're far down the waiting list, you might say, oh, I live down the street, I can make it whenever.
That makes sense. That's awesome.
Yeah, and so we will have that happen every once in a while. This tournament we didn't have very many withdraws at all, which was nice. And everyone showed up. There were no shows. The worst thing that you can do, just if you're listening and you're new to bowling or new to tournaments, the worst thing you can do is no show.
Yeah.
And we will have that happen every once in a while where no one will notify us, and then the morning of they won't come, and that's just like, please let us know.
Yeah. Then you need a pacemaker. Maybe I could bowl
Right.
to fill out that spot.
Yeah, exactly, right?
So that the pace could stay the same.
Yes. Of course, we have the Cynics in the chat. Mike Cynic and his wife Deb are super SYC volunteers. They usually are at events. We're missing you guys this weekend, but they live on the East Coast, so it would be quite a travel.
Yep. East Coast now feels like just Europe. You may call them Europeans, being so far west now.
Yeah.
Traveling all the way to New York or even Orlando, it just feels as long as for me going to Poland.
I know, right?
So.
Yeah. All right, let's see if Gavin can keep it going. I don't want to jinx him, but
I think you just did, but hopefully not.
I didn't say how many he has this time.
Yeah, don't.
I've jinxed Gavin Burry enough in his life.
Okay, so we are live on Storm Bowling.
Yes.
Okay.
And Storm Junior Bowling. Yeah,
Okay.
both. Or Storm Youth Bowling, I think is. We just changed it.
Sounds good. Let's share it.
See, no jinx. No jinx. Gavin's jersey today too. He like woke up and wanted to dress to impress. It's fun. Nice shot by Louie here too. It's a 5-bagger for him. 170 in the 7th with a double.
All right, it's shared on my side.
Very nice.
So maybe more people can join the stream.
Yeah, and Daria, you're going to be hanging out with us all weekend long.
I'm all weekend long. Soon I'm gonna leave the stream so that way I can take some pictures of the players. Hopefully later on we can share those pictures, so if you're a family of the players or players, you can always download them and have them as a memory. You can reshare them. We always encourage everyone to take a lot of pictures because you never know when's the last time you're seeing a friend that you're bowling with right now.
I know. A lot of these kids, you know, this is a very interesting time tournament. We don't normally have one at the end of July. And August 1st is the new age division. So
that's what happens.
So U18, if a bowler is bowling, if they're about to turn 18 or they are 18, this might be their last tournament ever. Yeah. So.
Wow.
And they're going to the adult ranks or college or. You know, here's a fun fact as we watch Andrew go for his spare, but do you know that Gavin Murray knows how to fly planes?
No way.
Yeah, he's been learning. He wants to be a pilot.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's how old now, you said?
18? He's 18, yeah.
Does he have anyone in his family, like dad, uncle, or anyone that's into planes? No?
He just started doing it, started learning.
Wow.
Yeah. His mom shared a fun post one time because a lot of the families now have that Life 365 where you can have
track them
kind
like
of
in a way, or like know where they are.
Right, and so a lot of them have like
ring 10.
For the kids that are driving, you can see what speed they're going in the car too, so you know if they're speeding. But on him, he was flying a plane, so it was like over 100 miles an hour or something, 200 miles an hour, however fast they were going. But
that is so fun.
She goes, it's a little different seeing that.
So fun though.
Yeah. Good run for Gavin.
Yeah.
That's still.
What's the difference between an app, the 360 app, and like Find My Friends on iPhone?
Yeah.
Is it the same, or it just works like for?
I think it's a little more, because I have the Find My on. First of all, it works on phones that aren't Apple. So
that's
if you,
yeah.
So if you have like Google devices, but I think it's very similar. There just might be more. Like I think you can chat with in the app. I don't know. Families that are watching might be able to share more.
It's a very American thing, you know. The Find My and all that tracking stuff.
Right.
It's coming soon to Europe. Usually, when it comes to security systems like that, America, United States is a trend maker, and then like you will see things coming into Europe like years later.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people use that, the App 360 and other apps like that. I'm expecting to see that more in Europe, like within 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
But for now, it's also very new to me.
I think it's a handy device, especially like families that, like right now, I can see it for kids. But even when, like for you, like you're long distance, like I'm long distance to my family. So my dad, like we have it on for my dad, me, and my sister because my mom has not an Apple device. But my dad texted me one morning because I was doing physical therapy and I hadn't told him. So it looked like I was at the hospital. And so he
Oh.
texted me. He's like, "Everything okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, Dad."
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah. So
I
it
feel
was
like
good.
if my parents were more techy, they would also
Yeah,
do it, but
yeah.
we don't do that. And sometimes he'll be like, "Where are you?" I was like, "Dad, I'm in Malaysia." What?
Yeah,
Since when? I was
right.
like, "I told you last week." I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay."
Yeah.
So I'm very happy they're very chill about it, you know. But I'm sure that if they were a bit more techy, they would want to have an app like that, so they would at least know
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah, I think I'm sure you're a little bit the same way, but I'm not great about telling my family when I'm
Yeah,
traveling.
same,
So my
yeah.
dad can just pop in and be like, "Oh, I see you're in Oregon,"
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like,
100%.
so, yeah,
No, it's
it
really
helps
cool.
them. Yeah.
Anyway, we're coming to the end of game 2. We have a 278 in front of us on lane 15. We're gonna have a 239 if we get a strike from Luis. We see a few missed spares, and I think that missed spares come from just the ball hooking a little bit at the very
Yeah,
end.
for sure.
We can have a 245 coming from Andrew if he does strike out. Okay, Louis is gonna get messenger. That's awesome for 239.
This is the most scores we've had on this pair so far this
That's
morning.
awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool to see high scores like that. All right, I'm gonna go do my another duty. I'm gonna go take some pictures. I will leave
Yeah,
you.
talk some kids, some families. We've done. I got lots of compliments. I haven't had a chance to tell you yet, but lots of compliments on your Q&A yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
lots
Thank
of the
you.
parents were hoping their kids were listening.
Probably they were not, but I still do appreciate that they were there sitting, and I
Yeah.
was their age once. I know how it is when you just like have
Right.
an older person being like, okay, ask me questions.
Yeah,
you know.
right. They did warm up. It took them a minute, but we got them going.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you. You did great. in,
Yeah.
like coming up with the questions because it made it a lot easier on me too. It's sometimes it's intimidating, being in
Yeah.
the middle and there's so many eyes on you, and
Yeah.
it's
You do a good job, though. Yeah, for sure.
broke the ice. So thank you so much.
And
thanks.
I got a history lesson. I mean, I knew Poland history, but
Mhm.
I think it was fun to hear, like from
Yeah,
from
my
you.
perspective,
Yeah, it was very cool.
Yeah, unfortunately, Poland has a very big history. Actually,
Yeah.
another fun fact, Poland was not existing on the maps for 140 years. So Poland as a country did not exist. We were taken by Soviets and Germans, and we were divided on the bottom of Poland as well. And we had underground, right? So we had
Yeah,
underground
right.
army, underground radio, and what really did save Poland in many ways is art.
Oh, wow.
So music, literature, books. I always feel like when there is a crisis in any country, art is what's gonna pull through.
Yeah,
There
for
was
sure.
a lot of censorships and stuff. So there's so many poems written the other way around. There's
Yeah.
so many hidden messages because a lot of things had to go through censorship and be approved. And a lot of people that were like checking for that, they did not realize that there's hidden messages, right? Like every second
Oh,
letter
no
is
idea.
the word
Wow.
itself.
Yeah.
And it can, show a location of meeting somewhere. And yeah, it's very cool. I think that the history is, well, when you don't learn history, it tends to repeat itself. And
sure.
trust me, we don't want any more walls in Poland.
No.
Nobody
No,
wants any
you
wars.
guys had a very tricky.
Yeah.
You have a
History.
tricky history.
Yeah.
Not
I
a
have-
yeah.
I
But
have friends that have like metal detectors, and because my city where I am born and I'm from, all my family is there, it used to be German. I mean, it used to be occupied
Yeah,
by Germany.
right.
There was a lot of like battles going on, and the fields near where I live. So we have a lot of friends that have metal detectors, and they
Yeah.
go and they still find so many things. A fun fact is that when you have the shell from the bullet casing, is that how you call it?
Casing.
Right,
Yeah.
so the soldiers would make it shot glasses. They would engrave
No
different
way.
things and they would serve as a shot glasses. So you find those weird things, right? But
Oh my
it is
gosh.
illegal to keep it.
Oh, okay.
It's not if you find it, it's not
have to
your,
turn
you
it
have
in.
to turn it in. So then, you
Yeah.
have underground
Yeah.
home museums of little
Right.
things like helmets and stuff. Not throwing anybody under the bus, okay?
No.
None of my friends has it, but I heard that some people do.
they find it and
They
things.
find cool things, and then it's like holding a piece of history in your hands.
Well,
Yeah.
and I think for kids that are listening or families, you said it yesterday, but traveling is so important for everybody. And I think in the U.S., we're still young, especially like where we are in Oregon and like where we live in Utah. Like we have a very young history compared to the world. So when you start
100%.
traveling, you get to see, to your point, the history of
Yeah, we were talking a little bit yesterday about like a neuroplasticity and how like it's very important to let your brain evolve in many ways, because with the things that they are right now, we are being fed a lot of things that we like, right? So we might get stuck in the bubble of just things that we follow and we like and never really look outwards for like different interests, different things that are happening. And traveling kind of forces you to do that, right?
Absolutely.
Different cuisines, different languages, different history lessons, field trips. I think it's really important for especially younger brains to, get those new information and see what they like.
For sure. And speaking of younger, we got some U12 boys. I think you're going to go and take some pictures, and we're going to have another special guest. So
all right.
We'll be right back. We'll keep the pins on, but we'll be quiet for a few minutes. All right, and we are back, and I am joined by a very special guest, Mr. Kevin Kawaoka.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Kevin, how are you?
I'm good.
All right,
Appreciate you
Kevin,
having me.
we need to tell everyone now, fans of Storm might know you from the small video project we did last year.
Oh yeah, with Belmo.
Yeah, the identity. The identity drop, you were featured in that video.
Yeah, I appreciate that opportunity.
Yeah,
It was
no,
super fun.
it was very fun for all of us. Kevin, why don't you tell everyone at home a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, so I work at Nike over here in Beaverton, Oregon. I'm a business operations manager for the Nike Store's Innovation Lab. And what I do is essentially we build out retail concepts for the future in our space in the Serena Williams building. And so I've been connected with bowling as a kid. I grew up in a bowling alley, but I didn't really get to bowl as I was there with my parents, and they were in league. But I didn't really pick up bowling until like maybe senior year of high school.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, we have some kids in the field that are just around that same age where they're picking up bowling for the first time too.
Yeah, my manager's son actually, Beckham Henderson. I think he's on 19 right now.
Okay.
He's bowling this event, so super excited. Came out here to watch him. Come out here to hang out with you guys. So
Yeah.
it's a super cool event.
Yeah, we love it. This is our first time in Oregon. We got to visit you last year, but for a lot of these families, it's their first time in Oregon, and they're loving it so far.
Yeah, you make it an annual trip.
We hope so. That would be fun. All right, so the bowlers in front of us we were watching, this is mostly U12 boys, but some of them might be moving up to U15 boys. We're in a very unique time of year because this is the last event of the USBC age. When they do their age divisions, it changes on August 1st.
Got it.
So this could be the last event that if you're aging out, this might be your last event, or if you're in that last U12 tournament before you go up to U15, you can make the most of it.
Yeah.
So we've got Gleason Garski, who just won the U12 boys division at Junior Gold. He's on lane 15. Chase Rudy, Cooper Pankowski, Liam Wong, Dylan Fieldstad, and Logan LaMadrid are also on this pair. So quite a group. We'll check out some bios.
Just missed the messenger.
Man, yeah, Gleason. He has a really cool story. Let me see if they filled out a bio. I don't want to get anything wrong in there. No, he didn't fill out a bio. So here's a fun fact about Gleason. Let's see if I can. So Gleason, he is from Spokane, Washington, but he founded an organization called EKB, which stands for Every Kid Bowls, and he sells apparel items like sweatshirts and T-shirts.
Oh wow!
And
Okay.
through the sales through that project, he gives youth bowlers their first bowling ball and bag back home. And he hopes that they'll bowl more and fall in love with the game.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Check that out.
So it's very cool. He has a cool project that he works on, and it's awesome to be so young and already have a foundation.
Yeah.
Let's see if we have any more bios. Kevin, you also, a lot of the families today were telling me they got to visit the Nike
Awesome.
company store. So thanks for hooking them all
Yeah,
up.
of course. Yeah, we hooked up all the families with employee store passes over to Nike. Ever since I got back into bowling, I've been trying to give back as much as I can, especially with tournaments locally. I've done this a few times for some tournaments here with Park Lanes. Just if people are traveling in, there's not a whole lot to do up in the southwest region unless you're more towards the Portland area, but Nike's one of them, and I try to help out where I can.
Yeah, and I think you have a really cool story for families that may be watching, and maybe their kid says they want to work for Nike someday. Like, how'd you get into it?
Yeah, I was in college, not really thinking about what I wanted to do coming out of high school, and kind of went through junior college for a little bit and just was looking for a job. And my passion for Michael Jordan back in the 90s when he was winning kind of spawned on me, and the shoes that he was releasing were obviously hot commodities back then, and kind of still are today. But I found an opportunity to work in a store as part-time while in college, They accommodated a lot of my classes, my schedules, and things like that. And then, just was doing really well in it, and working at a bunch of different stores, getting different opportunities as a kid, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I realized, like, there's a lot of operational practices that were broken and I wanted to fix. And was able to connect with a lot of people up here in working with like operations teams, and got opportunities to travel and open up stores. And as soon as I graduated college, I got to go to New York and Seattle and meet some people, and they were living in Oregon and working for Nike. And so I made connections with them over time and eventually moved up here from California. And now it's a career. I started in stores, made my way through all the different avenues of connecting with people and being able to show my value. And me and my wife actually both work at Nike now, so it's a super cool opportunity. Our kids are really embedded into the lifestyle here. We love it here. This is home. I think Nike is a great place to really think about career. And I mean, there's a lot of different spots that you can go and think about, but as a kid it's really hard to really put your mind in, like, hey, what am I going to do for the rest of my life? And I just couldn't find that, and Nike helped me with that, so it was a super awesome opportunity, and we're loving it.
Well, and what I love about your story specifically is a lot of people always say, like, you find a job through networking, right?
Totally.
And that's kind of your story, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's, and also that a lot of these kids that are at that 15, 16, 17, 18 age group, they're finding their part-time jobs, right? You're finding your job that you can do while you're in school, and you never know.
Yeah,
where
you
it
never
could
know.
take you.
It's funny, I guess the bigger part is my manager's son. I actually met him almost 14 years ago now. He came to my store to help remodel it, and I saw that, and I'm like, hey, this is a really cool opportunity that you're doing. Tell me more about it.
Yeah.
And we're friends to this day. I mean, now he's my manager because he, continued his career, and then, hey, I have this opportunity, you're the right person for it. And so I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And Nike's such a big place. There's so many different types of roles and jobs. Like, you would think I'm still getting exposed to a lot of the new things that we're doing. Like, there's jobs to review content on video games.
That's amazing.
And I'm like, that's awesome, because, as a kid, I was embedded into video games.
Yeah,
and
a lot of
so
these kids are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So there's so many different career paths out there that are available these days, and I think with the technology of social media and the internet has unlocked a lot of different ways for kids to kind of see those career paths.
Yeah. No, you're totally right, and I think I'm impressed because we didn't get the opportunity. Thanks again for letting us come to Nike headquarters, but it's overwhelming to see how many spaces Nike is in, and I think kids might forget sometimes, like,
I'm
even
trying to
in
bring
the
bowling back to Nike.
Well, I know, we would love that. We're in. Call us. We're ready. But the thing that's really cool, I think kids don't always, when you're a kid, you don't realize this, and we talk about it in bowling a lot too. Like, at Storm, we have accountants, we have engineers, we have all these different jobs, right? Like scientists, IT, like every job exists at every company. So if you have a favorite brand, like if you love Nike shoes, right? Or if you love just Nike golf or Nike whatever it is, hopefully Nike bowling someday.
Bring it back.
Yeah, right. But if that, just go and reach for your dreams, right? Go chase them.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many different career paths these days, and I feel like if you find, I guess that's the big thing too, is like when you think about what you want to do, I try not to think about that one singular job. I try to think about an area of, hey, where's my passion lying?
Right.
Because there might be different things that in that space that would interest you as well.
Right.
A lot of people get honed in on, hey, I want to do this one specific job at Nike. but it's like, well, there's probably about 10,000 employees in Beaverton, so there's a lot of opportunity to do other things, and career paths aren't linear. You maybe go side to side for a little bit and find a different area that you never even thought of.
Yeah, I think for you, like, you like Jordan and the shoes. I don't think you ever thought, oh, I'm going to be working in the store part, right?
Exactly.
Like, you never thought that.
Yeah, no,
but
never.
You have a cool job, I do think.
Appreciate that. You guys have a cool job, too. And I love supporting you guys and coming out here and
you
giving me this opportunity. This is super cool.
Yeah, you mentioned Kyle earlier, too, and we love Kyle, and you guys work together great. So
yeah,
shout
I mean,
out to Park Lanes and you guys.
Park Lanes is a great center.
You bowl league here, right?
I haven't bowled league here yet. I've been trying to. A lot of my current league bowlers, when I really started picking it up, are more west. Or sorry, east, into like southeast Kingpins and things like that. But
Gotcha.
I've been trying to get in here. But I bowl Monte Carlo here every Friday.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I need to learn about this one. Like, because we see the signs around for it. Like,
oh yeah, it's super fun.
I just love all the things Park Lanes has going on.
They're doing a great job. It's just getting embedded into the community. It's a little bit of a drive for some people, but I think it's a great center. It's one of the bigger centers out here, and Kyle does a great job of engaging with all the bowlers.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we're watching these awesome young bowlers. I wish I was this good when I was 12.
Got it.
Look at Cooper's like, yeah, check it. I think he's had two of those breaks, so he's winning today.
Brooklyn Messenger, that was awesome.
Cooper's from the Boise area. Speaking of all over the place, though, we have Chase Rudy on this pair, who's from Virginia.
Okay.
He traveled out here.
Oh, Virginia.
He actually, this is a fun fact, we were talking about making friends and everything. Chase hasn't been home after Junior Gold yet. So 5 weeks ago he
he's
went
on tour. He's on the pro tour.
5 weeks ago he went to Minneapolis for Junior Gold, right? And they have a whole bunch of, Junior Gold is a couple weeks long. And so then at the end of Junior Gold, Gleason, who's actually bowling on this pair, asked Chase's mom and said, hey, can Chase come home with me? So Chase went up to Washington and hung out with Gleason, and then they brought him to Oregon for the event. And,
dang, living the summer dream.
I mean, it's awesome, right? Like,
they're just preparing for tour.
It's so great, right? They're just gone. They're like, yeah, I have a bed somewhere.
I'll sleep on anybody's couch.
Right. That's the way you got to do it, though.
I mean, that's what they're used to as kids, man. You just go find a sleep.
Right.
As long as you're with your friends.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Right. And they're learning life skills, to your point. We always talk about it, right? Like,
yeah, independence.
Yeah, I mean, you travel to these events. I don't know about you, but I've had some horror travel stories, as have these kids, right? And they learn them young, so, their bag is lost. They're figuring that out.
Flight delays,
right.
all that stuff.
It just makes you a better traveler as you get older.
Independence is crucial. I wish I had some of these events when I was a kid, where I just was embedded more into the sport.
We always say that too, and then when the pros come, they see the trophies and they're like, "I want this trophy." We're like, "You can't have it."
Sorry.
Yeah.
Kids come first.
Right. You're
you
aged
gotta
out.
big the win trophy. Get the bigger trophies on tour.
That's right. Speaking of which, and I might have to turn on the camera later. We have a special gift for you, Kevin.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Darren, who was here earlier, he left a signed jersey for you.
Sweet.
So,
Appreciate you, Darren.
Thank you, guys. Thank you again
awesome.
for hosting us this week.
This one's dope.
Yeah.
I like the colors.
So you can do,
man.
I know you have quite the collection of memorabilia at the house.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'll get this one put up on the wall.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Shout out to Darren.
Yeah, he's bowling right now. He said he was going to
Yeah.
live stream, or inception our live stream, because he's live streaming from the event he's bowling.
Oh, really?
And so he said he was going to live stream our live stream. I don't know if he's doing it, but
Nice.
if he is, here, I'll actually, why don't you hold that up? I'll send Darren a
Oh,
picture.
yeah, heck yeah. So let's do this one.
Yeah,
Get
there we
Darren's
go.
name in it.
Perfect. Awesome.
Sweet. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you, and
Yeah, the bowling community has been awesome to me, especially with you guys at Storm, and just being embedded into all the things. I mean, it was awesome to see Darren and Daria come out here. 2 pros that I've watched, since I started, especially with the YouTube channels these days and the house bowling, and then him going onto his channel and been following him. So it's super cool to hang out with you guys.
Well, you made them feel like true athletes which is great.
You guys have done a lot for me, so I'm definitely always happy to help in any way I can. Just with you guys, that's awesome. That, this is the first year. It doesn't even feel like the first year you guys have ever been here. Like, we need this every year.
Well, I gotta give, back to Park Lanes, they've done a lot of work. They're a great tournament host, so if you're looking for a place to host a tournament, Park Lanes is great, and hopefully we can make it work. It's tough. The SYC's, this is a smaller event, but it doesn't feel smaller. Like, you guys have made it feel big and powerful, and we love that, so.
Trying to get on camera.
Step back, Chase. He's going back. He's going to wave.
A little more.
Maybe.
A little more. There you are. Wave.
He says, hi, Dad. It's fun.
Yeah, good pickup.
We could look up some scores, too. We haven't done that. I think I made it through all the bios.
Some good scores on this pair. 15-16. Going into the 10th.
Yeah, so
180, 167, 187.
Liam Wong here on this pair, he's leading the U12 boys. He's plus 11 for the day. He's gone 208, 187, 216. Nolan Randisi, who probably is nearby, he's from Brooklyn, New York, and he's here. Nolan is in second. Chase Rudy's in third. He's averaging 186 on the day. Gleason's in fourth. So we'll see what they do. Gleason's putting up a pretty good score here. He can get to 191. Liam's continuing his striking efforts this morning.
What a shot. Is that the new ball that you guys handed out to?
Yeah, Iron Max Pearl. He got that drilled up here at Park Lanes yesterday.
I heard Kyle was a little busy.
Yeah.
A little busy drilling balls.
He showed up at 5 a.m. today to finish, so I love it.
Grind.
Yeah, he's dedicated, but yeah, that Iron Max Pearl. Do you have one of those yet?
I do not.
I'm digging it. I drilled it up for women's nationals this year. It's not overly angular, but it is strong, and I really like it.
I was thinking it was going to be a little sharp for me. Yeah. I'm a one-handed lefty.
Oh yeah.
I don't got the rev rates these kids do.
Who does? So this is my plea at every event. I watch some of these kids and I'm like, can I borrow one rev from like 5 of you? And that will impact my game so much.
Lacing it.
Yeah.
Ooh, little mixer.
Nice shot by Chase. That's a double. Take it. So Gleason got to 187, Liam 179, but he still has quite the lead, plus 11.
Okay.
Although Nolan is, oh no, Nolan's minus 24. So Liam's got a good lead on Nolan. I don't know where Nolan is. He should be nearby. Oh, there he is. Looks like Nolan has 111 in the 7th with a strike. So, oh, Chase.
Big 4. Pick this up. Oh, it's not big 4.
It's
hard
like
to see from this angle.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Sometimes I just watch the screen over here.
Oh,
I should have a second screen for you. We'll slide it over.
All right.
Try.
199.
Do you bowl summer leagues?
I didn't this year. I have a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old, and so it's the summer schedule got kind of crazy, especially with work.
Yeah.
And both of them being off all summer. So, but I get to come to the Monte Carlos on Fridays here, and then I have a tournament actually next week in Longview, Washington.
Nice.
Probably should practice a little more before I go, but.
No, so you're practicing by watching the kids,
exactly.
right?
Like just the mental game and just the oil and stuff.
Right.
But no summer league this year. But I think I'm committing to like 3 leagues in the fall. So.
Wow, very nice. You went from taking some time off to
just
now you're
full
just
send.
you're like, I'm in.
Yeah. I would like to find a like a youth league that I can bowl with my 8-year-old.
Oh yeah, adult youth. Yeah.
She's been showing some interest, so
Nice.
might get her set up soon.
Be great. We'll see you at an SYC then.
Yeah, hopefully. What's the age?
U12,
Range?
U15.
Oh, okay.
I think junior gold actually. I'll have to look it up, but I think they have a U10 now.
Oh, okay.
Or Pepsi has U10. I don't know if junior gold has U10. I take that back. U12 is the youngest.
Okay.
But yeah. So, but it's a great sport. I mean, I think these families would agree, and anyone that's watching that. If you have a youth at home and you're like, what is this tournament? How do I get involved? I mean, we give scholarship money, so you can really just start racking up some money. It just sits in a little account online and waits for them to get old enough to collect.
Nice.
So what other sport does that? I mean, you can get some trophies and stuff.
Yeah,
but
totally. Yeah, she's been showing some interest.
That's cool.
I've brought her a few times over the summer through the Kids Bowl free event.
Yeah.
For each summer, and she's been showing some interest. So
I know where we probably can find you a bowling ball. So just let us know.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, really. So anyone watching at home, now you can say you know someone in Nike.
Yeah.
Right? Like cool Kevin, and you can go watch the video on the identity. I think you and Belmo did a great job with explaining like that whole shoe craze, the drops, and
yeah, we talked about that. We talked about bowling culture and how the similarities are, and I know Darren had some ideas of different things, but there's just so much overlap, and I think there's an opportunity there for engaging with these kids and as they grow up and thinking about bowling and all the different things. It's a cool sport to be involved in.
I heard you also were ripping some Pokemon cards with Darren this week.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's
in the
all
card?
the craze. Yeah, we're deep in it. The kids kind of brought me back into it.
Did you find your original Pokemon cards?
I did not. When I went home, I did not find them. I definitely looked. My dad was like, "Yeah, I got some," and they were sports cards, which is still cool. But no, we had a good collection when I was a kid when they first came out, but it wasn't there unfortunately. So
I found mine, but I didn't have any of the first.
Oh, okay.
I had the
First editions.
second and third, but I had them all in a binder. But I actually played Pokemon, so my
cool.
cards are like dinged up. But I gave them to Gerald at Coolwick. He has my whole collection because he's trying to get them all. So anyway. It's a thing.
It's a thing, man. It's interesting of all these different 90s, nostalgia is coming back, and I think it's cool.
Yeah, one of my friend's kids, he just turned 12, and he's into the FIFA cards. He got into the World
stickers?
Cup. Yeah, the stickers,
Oh, something that was down too for some family friends, and it's crazy these days. All the things that they're collecting.
Right.
Like kids are into these squishy dumpling things.
Oh yeah, the squishies. Yeah, the butters. And like kids are walking around with those. Yeah, there was a peanut that ended up on my live stream booth one time, and it was lost. And I adopted this peanut for about 2 streams. It was the live stream, and then I gave it to one of the bowlers' little sisters at the last tournament. But you never know what'll show up in the live stream booth.
Well, yeah. That's awesome.
Cool. Okay, well, we're going to take a short break while they're switching lanes. Kevin, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
If you're hanging around, we'll maybe have you back in the afternoon.
Sounds good. Yeah,
I don't know
appreciate
how long you're here, but we appreciate everything this week, and
appreciate
thanks
you
for
guys.
hanging
Thanks
out.
for coming out.
All right, hello everyone. You are watching some U12 girls. Of course, you've got Stevie Newton. She just picked up the U12 Girls Junior Gold title. She has a lot of SYC titles as well. I'll have to look up the number she is at. But she's on quite a run. On this pair, you'll also get to watch Elena Black, Kiana Cipra, Ellie Lennox, Taylor Morgan, Ellie Kate Murray, and Stevie Newton. So there is Elena. And Taylor Morgan, of course, flew all the way here from Nashville last night. Checking off a new state, Oregon. We have Kiana Cipra from Sparks, Nevada. She's in 6th grade. She bowls at Coconut Bowl, 12 years old. She loves being able to see her friends at tournaments. She likes to make friends and cook seafood and wants to say hello to Grandma and Uncle Matthew. There was Ellie Kate Murray. She struck. She has told me that she thinks that I've got her bio on memorized. And we have a special guest.
Hello, Blair.
Welcome, Kyle. Kyle, we've been bragging about you all day long in the live stream.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
And Park Lanes and all the great things you guys are doing here. Kyle, you're a big reason. I shouldn't say a big reason. You are the reason we're here this weekend, so we appreciate you reaching out, and all the families should know, like, you really wanted to bring the SYC to them, right?
Yeah, it's been in the works for, I think, about a year and a half, 2 years. Talked to Gary, and finally we got one, so yeah, no, it's great.
I love that. Yeah. It's great, and I think the families, a lot of local families are participating this weekend, so that's great for you to see, I'm sure.
Yeah, a lot of first-timers from Park Lanes, so it's always good.
Yeah.
It's probably a lot of their first time being in a super competitive environment, so.
It's such a good environment, though. It's a good place to learn, and you've been helping the kids out. You drilled a lot of bowling balls yesterday.
Yeah, I think like almost 40,
that's
so
awesome.
almost half the kids, yeah.
Yeah, that's really great. And a lot of them are using their new Ion Max Pearl today. We were bragging about that ball. It's a good ball.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised on the short pattern that a lot of them are using it, but yeah, no, it's working good, so.
Oh, Daria's got a picture. She brought her big camera this weekend.
Yeah, that camera got a workout the last couple of days.
It sure did, yeah. So, Kyle, why don't you tell anyone who's watching or anyone who's here that watches back later, tell us a little bit about Park Lanes, like your family. You guys love bowling, right?
Yeah, so my dad was on tour for many years, and then in, I think it was like 1981 or 2, he was actually on tour at an event, and on the way to the tournament, he got hit in his taxi.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
No way.
So he messed up his knee, and so he couldn't bowl for like 9 months.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so he went back home and ended up buying into Park Lanes with a partner. And then that ended up going south for him, so my dad bought him out. And then, and then that was like 1982, I think. And then in about 1998, 1999, the lease was up and they didn't want to renew. So that was about 2 miles down the road. So he bought this plot of land So it took about a year. So there was no park lanes for basically one bowling season. And then, yeah, we opened here and, yeah, did a remodel about 4 years ago during COVID. Redid the whole facility. And, yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah, and for those who aren't here, your facility is amazing. Like, you have the bowling center, but you have batting cages outside.
Yep.
You've got this
Play structure.
amazing play structure that you built, I found out.
Yeah, me and my brother and a couple others,
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Yeah,
so.
me and my brother actually did the entire remodel of this whole place.
No way.
Yeah, during COVID.
You're
Everything.
so handy.
I know, yeah.
Did you always know that you were going to be, like, a builder, or did that just kind of come with...
Well, we also own a construction company.
Okay,
so,
that works.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So you knew, all right, this is going to be it.
Yeah, then the timing just worked out because Oregon was pretty much shut down for almost a full year.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well,
got it all done, and yeah, it's one of the nicest places around, I think. So
Absolutely, I would agree. I mean, I think it's, you walk in and all the families have commented on how beautiful the facility is, and your masking units are really cool. Like, you don't see this type of masking unit anymore. It's kind of like vintage, but also cool,
Yeah.
like rugged a little bit. Like,
yeah,
it's
my
fun.
dad actually, we had to get my dad involved in a lot of the decisions because he's still the man. So
Yeah.
but yeah, we gave him like 3 options, and this was the one he chose. And yeah, I think it looks great.
And you're a bowler yourself. You're on an 800 streak, I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got some 800s coming in.
Yeah, we just switched to Glide Oil about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, we were talking
And
about that earlier
yeah.
too. You
Yeah.
like Glide, though.
I love Glide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're. I'm not enjoying Glide yet this summer. I haven't figured out how to bowl on it. But to be fair, I didn't know I was bowling on Glide until after, because the women's championships used Glide. So I need to practice more on Glide, I've learned.
Yeah. We also got new pins about 3 weeks ago.
Oh.
Usually that doesn't help, but
Yeah.
no, it's been.
The scores are good. We'll peek in. I know Leanne was doing some scores.
I know we had a 278 on the live stream pair earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was cool. Stevie Newton, who's on this pair in the U12 girls, she's leading currently, +10 in the U12 girls.
Okay, wow,
So
that's great.
averaging 202.
Yeah, it's really good.
Ellie Kate is in second. She's averaging 170, and Kiana is in third, averaging 162. So we're watching the superstars. U12 boys, Liam Wong is averaging 197 in the U12 boys. I mean, these kids are so good, right?
Yeah, it's amazing. A lot of two-handers. I was actually pretty surprised. Out of the 40 balls we drilled, there was probably less than 5 that had a thumb.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But yeah, no, these kids it's amazing how some of these kids are not very tall and they can create more power than I can. It's incredible.
Yeah. So as we look up through the divisions, U15 boys, currently Louis Cloud is leading at +18. I'm sorry, +78. He's in the U15 boys. U15 girls, we got Alyssa Rand DC, +13 leading. U18 boys, Andrew Sadney, he's averaging 234.
Wow.
Carson Thompson, listen to these scores. Carson Thompson has bowled 246, 220, 203, 245, and he's in second.
Dang.
So he, right that way.
Hey, what's up, Kevin? We're gonna open some Pokemon packs, or
I know, we were talking about Pokemon.
we're gonna
again.
break open some packs? Oh man, tomorrow.
Add
yeah.
a Pokemon. Are you in the Pokemon realm of things?
No, so during the Pro-Am on Thursday night, I broke open my first Pokemon deck, and it was super embarrassing because we were live streaming it with Darren Tang,
Yeah.
and all 3 of us, Kevin, Darren, and I had mine upside down. And they were trying to tell me, but I couldn't hear it. So yeah, I showed about 5 cards upside down. So, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's
Now
cool.
I know.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. Well, lesson learned.
Yeah.
These kids are, it's back. We were talking about some cards. There's cards for everything. The World Cup had stickers
Yeah.
or cards or.
Yep.
It's crazy. And just see if we have any other bios before we, these kids are bowling quick. This is game 4, 5?
This is our last game.
This is
Yeah,
game
they're gonna
5.
be done in
Okay.
probably about 15 minutes.
This has gone very quick this morning. Feels fast.
Yep.
Feels like they're bowling quickly, which is great.
Throwing a lot of strikes.
Means more time for lunch. So I don't have one for Taylor. Stevie Newton. She's from Hanover, Pennsylvania. She's in 8th grade. Bowls at the lanes at Fort Meade. 12 years old. She won junior gold. She bowled a 300 at the Maryland Pepsi tournament earlier this year. She wants to say hello to her mom and Daisy, who is her sister, who also bowls SYCs, but she didn't come out to Oregon this year. She had some other plans this weekend.
Gotta respect Pennsylvania. My wife's from there, so her whole family is out there. Small town, Bedford, PA.
I love that.
Yeah.
So I wanted to pull up, because I don't want to speak out of... All right, so Stevie here. She has won 13 SYC titles.
Pretty incredible.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure she's like won 11 in a row.
Does it show how many tournaments she's done?
We haven't. I don't have that, but I can look that up for the next block.
Yeah.
We'll have that stat.
Percentages probably got to be up there.
Yeah. Yeah, we have. We're actually, Leanne and I are going to work on some end of year stats this year, but we're going to also retroact some stats because we have some really crazy SYC stats, just the way that it's evolved. Because when it first started, there were only 2 tournaments the first year.
Okay.
And then it went to 4, and then 6, 8. This year we have 10.
Yeah.
So there hasn't been the same number every year. And then when it started, the kids could bowl till it was like U20. But like Spencer Robarge and Jillian, they were bowling in it when they were younger. Also Mabel Cummins, who was a really great youth girl bowler. And we believe, we're trying to validate this stat, but Mabel Cummins won every event she bowled. We're pretty sure.
That's
but
crazy.
she aged out really quick.
That's
so
crazy.
yeah, so these kids, like when you can start at this age, you got time on your side. Like Anna Antony holds the record right now, and she has 17 SYC titles. But she couldn't come this weekend either because that little thing, the Team USA camp overlapped. So some of the kids, like Brady, we were talking about last night, Brady McDonough couldn't bowl, Anna couldn't bowl.
I was really hoping to meet Brady.
Brady, shout out to Brady McDonough.
Yep.
Come visit Park Lanes.
I'm a redhead, man, so I gotta show respect where respect is due.
Maybe he could just take a little visit out here.
Yeah.
Come and hang out.
Yeah, I don't know if you're into Nike, but take you to Nike, get some gear.
There you go. See? Get ready for going to Wichita State. So.
Yep. Do some back to school college shopping.
So, Kyle, we were talking about this earlier. You weren't in the booth, but I was bragging about, because I was on the Park Lanes Pro Shop website yesterday, and I was looking at all the things you offer. And I love what you do, your Learn to Bowl lessons. Do you want to talk a little bit about that for any Pro Shop operator that may be listening?
Yeah, so we do a class. It's 2 times a year. We do a summer session, and then we do a winter session, kind of right at the beginning of the year. But yeah, it's 5 weeks. We do a Saturday session. It's usually 1 to 2 p.m. And we get a lot of our junior adult coaches. So we have a coach at every lane. And we normally get about 24, so about 100 people each session, so in the winter and the summer.
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah. We put about 4 or 5 people on a lane, and we just kind of cycle through, just teaching the basics. Like week 1 would be like footwork. Then like week 2 and 3 different angles, strike and spares. And then through the class, you get a free bowling ball. And then we do offer an upgrade so that they can get a reactive ball because the free ball is a plastic. But yeah, it's $90, $18 a week for 5 weeks. So it's pretty affordable for people because they can pay per week or they can just pay the $90 up front. And yeah, it's just a great, we partner with Storm on it. So just because ordering all the bowling balls at once and getting them all done and fitted and everything is a process. But
I just think it's a great, it's something great that you guys offer, and I think more bowling centers could do it. Now, do you open it? Is it adults, youth and adult?
It's youth and adults, and you can also sign up as a family. So like the family, if you're like a family of 4, we'd put you on the same lane.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we try and break it up, like have the kids together and adults together, just because the learning styles and times are a little bit different with those. But yeah, no. I mean, Kids Bowl Free is one thing a lot of people lean on for like youth bowling and league bowling.
And you guys do that here as well.
Yep, we do Kids Bowl Free as well. We also do a Kids Bowl Free league too.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
So what we do with that is it's an organized league, and then the families bring in their family pass, because most of them have the family pass, and that's their payment. They just use that.
Oh, cool.
And then they bowl against a different family. And then at the end of the session, I think we only do like a 6-week league. It's really short.
Right.
But yeah, then we do that, and then the winning team gets a free bowling ball for every person.
Wow.
So again, we don't make any money on some of these things, but it really is a good, just a good way to get bowling balls in people's hands, right?
And hopefully they'll come back and join a league or be a league bowler for life.
Yeah.
That's way cool.
Yeah.
I love how invested you guys are in the sport, right? Like.
Yeah, we're super involved in the community. We also have, I don't know if you saw the white transit vans out front.
I don't think so.
So we bought a bunch of those like carpet PE bowling kits.
Oh yeah.
And so we own them, and we give them to the PE teachers at the schools.
Cool.
And so they do like a little bowling, clinic for like 1 or 2 weeks. And then when we pick up the kits, we give the kids like this card.
Yeah.
And it'll have like free games of bowling, free play structure admission, arcade play, stuff like that. Just kind of get them in here. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do a lot of things just to get people involved and try and promote our youth program. We have a pretty strong youth program on Saturdays, about 24 lanes of kids, and we have 5 high schools who practice here.
I heard Kevin wants his daughter to start bowling, so I heard that you might get another a youth bowler in the fall.
Yeah.
But you gotta stick him to that.
Yeah, I follow them on Instagram, and they're super involved with their kids and like everything they do. They do a lot of sports, and Kevin does a lot of sports too. I think he picked up volleyball.
Did he?
This summer?
Oh, I didn't know that. That's fun.
Yeah.
It's cool. He's living the Nike lifestyle. I mean, that's the one thing. If you're here and you live in this area, I feel like you are active just because that's what everyone does here.
Yeah, running. I mean, if you're walking around the neighborhoods around here, there's a lot of people running.
So many walking paths. Yeah. So many dogs too.
A lot of dogs.
We were driving back. We're like, we should count how many people are walking dogs. It's a lot.
There's a crazy amount of dog parks here too. It's
really
wild. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, we have a sheepadoodle, so we take him.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he loves.
I love that. Parks. I have an Aussie doodle, so
okay.
I understand the doodle.
Yeah.
Sheepadoodles are great though.
I'm allergic to shedding animals, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My boyfriend has the same problem, so that's where we ended up. But Taylor Morgan here. That's a double for her. She's on 16. Daria is her favorite bowler, so she could not miss a tournament that Daria was at.
Yeah, Daria definitely has a fan club at Topgolf last night. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. I was looking, Ellie Kate had a funny bio. Let me pull it back up. It was very funny. She's in 7th grade. She's from Greenville, Tennessee. We added a question. Actually, this was per Shannon O'Keefe last summer, or last tournament in Wisconsin. She was our pro.
Okay.
And she said, can you add a question that is like what college they want to bowl for? Because if a college coach was watching, we want to know. So we added it, but Ellie's mom wrote, let's not rush this question. Because Ellie's only in 7th grade, and I'm sure, it can feel a little overwhelming with the number of college bowling programs there are now. for these kids?
Yeah, definitely in the Midwest too. Over on the West Coast, it's slowly growing. Actually, I think Oregon State just got a bowling team last year.
Wow.
So there's a local coach who's pretty well known who's teaching them. So that's pretty cool.
You have a lot of high school bowling programs too. Just reading the bios, there's a lot of kids that participate in the high school.
Yeah, we actually held the state finals this year.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I think it was in like March or April, so that was cool.
Yeah, very cool. Ellie has earned 46 SYC medals. She started bowling SYCs when she was 7 because she has 2 older brothers.
Okay.
One, Gavin, is still bowling. Dylan aged out, but Gavin, this is his last tournament, so she's been an SYC bowler for quite a while, as is Taylor. Both of them started bowling around the same time.
I think Gavin's the one who shot 278, didn't he?
Yeah, he bowled great. Yeah. She also has bowled on CBS Sports for
That's
USA Bowling, the national championships. She just started baking, and unfortunately they couldn't fly with these cookies, but they brought them to Wisconsin. Man, Ellie Kate can bake.
Wow.
She really can. She makes these they're almost like Dunkaroos. Do you remember that snack?
Yep,
So
I
she
do.
makes the cookie and then makes icing that you can dip it in, and it's so good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she'll have to drive out here. They're already talking about coming back to visit because you gave them some recommendations on, I think, a museum or something yesterday.
We have. They went to. I think one of them's a flight.
Yeah.
Is it Gavin?
Gavin is. Yeah, he flies.
It's a flight student or whatever.
Yep.
And so that we have a local museum that they tied aviation with a water park.
That's cool.
So one of the tallest slides, you actually get up inside of the plane, and then you kind of shoot down into the water.
Oh my
so,
gosh,
yeah.
that's amazing.
I think it's called Wings and Waves or something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's unique. I've never
Yeah.
heard that. So yeah. You guys have a lot of farming around here too. I was reading up last night on Hillsboro.
Yep.
Lots of farms. It doesn't feel like it where we're at because it's been developed, but I guess if you drive out, there's some
Yeah,
farms.
we lived about 15 minutes away, and there's a lot of berries,
Oh, nice.
berry farms. Yeah.
Well, Kyle, thanks again for bringing the SYC. We're going to have you back in the next round to chat about some more bowlers.
Yeah.
These bowlers are finishing up. We got Taylor, got to 195. She's been having some high games recently. She's been breaking her personal bests. Stevie is not enjoying this pair very much, though.
Is there usually an honor score at every SYC?
I wouldn't say every. We usually get a 299.
Okay.
300s are not easy to come by. But we should get one, I think.
Yeah.
I think this weekend. Now, this house, do you have pairs that are favorites?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have my favorite pairs. I actually love 1 and 2.
Oh.
Yeah, I've shot some of my best games on 1 and 2. And I actually like the high side of the house.
Okay.
Which is kind of unusual as well. But
Yeah.
we have a lot of the open play down there. But yeah, no, I don't really have. I mean, there's a couple lanes that seem to not carry as well, like 13 and 14. But,
yeah.
but
13 and 14. What
Yeah.
about 15 and 16? I feel like
I actually love 15 and 16.
Okay.
Yeah, that 15 on to 32, and then 1 and 2. Those are my favorite.
Okay, all right. Yeah. It looks like it's hit or miss on the beginning of the day. It looked like 15 and 16 was going to be rough, but then Gavin came through
I know.
and yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what the afternoon brings. I think the short pattern's just tough. So we're going to watch Ellie Lennox here finish up. Kiana got to 180 on this pair. Ellie Kate 178. Do you have to drill any more balls today, or are you done?
I think I'm done for a while. Yeah, didn't get much
Until your regulars.
Didn't get much sleep last night.
I bet. Yeah. All right, Kyle. We will be back. We start again at 2:30 Pacific time. So anyone at home that's wanting to watch, and we'll be back this afternoon.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
You've been watching the 2026 SYC Oregon. The SYC Oregon would not be possible without the generous donations from our sponsors: Storm Bowling, Cool Wick, PBA Junior, KEGEL, Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Shoes, Ray's Eyewear, Ballard's Bowling Academy, Master Industries, Quality Respite and Home Care, and by TD Transportation. Special thanks to the official scoring system of the Storm Youth Championships, Bowl Metrics. The preceding was produced exclusively by Storm Bowling. For more information on upcoming events and more, please visit stormbowling.com. Once again, thanks for watching.